to my channel. My name is Cess, also known as Sparrow Cess, and today I'm gonna apologize for skipping again my spooky Sunday. Ended up going to Long Beach Comic Con. If you guys didn't know, I am a cosplayer and I have an Instagram under Sparrow Cess where I have all of my cosplays and a lot of my nerdy stuff. So if you love all that, go check it out. I'll put it in the description and hopefully you love it and follow me on there as well. So I had a lot of plans for Spooky Sunday, but I ended up missing it because I ended up going to the convention and I just didn't have any time to edit or even film it or anything. So I'm gonna leave the story that I had for that Spooky Sunday and wait till Halloween and fall season so I can show you guys a little bit of what I was gonna talk about on that one. So I ended up talking to a few people about my first experiences as a child dealing with any type of ghosts, and I decided, you know what, I was gonna film something else, but I decided to film something about that today. I am Catholic, I am religious, so if there's anything negative, please keep it to yourself. I would really appreciate that. Let's all respect each other and respect each other's beliefs, because what I'm about to say is actually a legitimate story from my parents, and if you believe it, great. If you don't, enjoy the story. Okay, well, when I was literally... this one's not going to be really paranormal. It's just going to be something out of the ordinary that happened to my family and I when I was a child. When I was born with a very bad infection throughout my body. That I know, my bladder, my eyes. I had a very, very bad bacteria infection that was pretty much slowly killing me. I was in the hospital for, I believe, 3 weeks. At the time when I asked my mom, like, how was it, she told me that there was just this really bad infection that was going through all over my body, and I had to stay in the hospital because my immune system was shutting down. My poor little body couldn't really take it, so I was there. My mom would stay with me day and night. She said she would never leave my sight. From the looks of it, the doctor was telling her that there was no really any good signs from what was happening to me. I wasn't getting any better, and it was just getting really bad, and my body just couldn't fight it. So I also have an older brother and older sister, and they were actually staying at my aunt's house. So my dad would come to the hospital, spend time with me and my mom, and then he would go back and pick up my sister and brother from my aunt's house. It wasn't till, she said, maybe going into the 4th week that she was spending time with me, and my dad ended up going home. He had to go pick up my sister and my brother from my aunt's and take them home. When he went home, I don't know if my sister and brother were with him at the time when this happened, but I know that my dad was the one that saw it. So he ended up getting home, and then at that house they told me that there was, like, of course, the doorsteps going up, and when he saw there was something on the porch. As he got closer, he noticed that it was a statue of the Virgin Mary. He was very shocked. There wasn't a note. There wasn't nobody that let him know that if they dropped something off there, or if there was, you know, he didn't know who it was by. He asked around, like my aunts and uncles, or he asked my aunt, the one that was taking care of my brother and sister, and she said that that she never left anything, that it wasn't her. He asked around a lot of people, and everybody claimed that they had not left him anything there. He ended up telling my mom later on the next day that there was this Virgin Mary left on the porch. And as this big coincidence, my mom had also told him that I was actually better. The day after my dad saw that Virgin Mary at our door, I was healed. The doctor said that it was like there was never an infection. He said that, you know, everything was fine. I could go home. I stayed, I think, like another day or two just to make sure everything was okay, because even the doctors were so shocked that this infection that seemed that it was killing me and I had no way out of it, and they were pretty much assuming that I wasn't gonna live through this, that I was gonna die because my immune system and everything was just killing me slowly and my body just couldn't fight it. My mom told him, are you sure? Like, are you sure nobody left that for you? Like, who left the Virgin Mary there? My mom was asking so many questions because at this point my mom knew, like, it was a miracle. We still have her. She's always the first thing you see when you go into my parents' house. And she's just been in the family for 25 years. And to this day, we don't know where she came from. But I love her very much. And we truly believe that she is the reason why I'm here. So another story that I have for you guys is my little friend I had when I was a kid. I had this imaginary friend that I hanged out with. I was about, it was before my sister was born, so I was probably like 5 years old. And I would always play with her. The weird thing is I saw her. I know that she had black hair. I know she was a little bit tanner. She wasn't like completely white or anything. She was just probably a little bit darker than I am. And I would play with her all the time. The weirdest thing is that she would make me do things I wasn't supposed to. At the time we lived at I had a small home in a trailer park, and there was a fence behind my house that it was like a little walkway where you can go behind a lot of the other houses, and I was never allowed to go back there. I remember her telling me to go back there and to see what would happen. And I remember telling her, no, I'm not allowed to play back there. We're not allowed to go over there. I don't think we should go. For some reason, my imaginary friend convinced me to go over the fence. And as soon as I hit the other fence, there was probably a gap like this, not that wide. Like my little body would fit, but if there was an adult, like somebody older, they would have to walk a little bit sideways or they'll be really squished from the side to side. So, but when I got in there, I ended up going in there, and the dog ended up coming at me from the other side of the fence, from the two gaps. The dog hit the fence so hard that it pretty much like stopped right here. And I was yelling, and my mom came out. She was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, I wanted to go over the fence. You know, like I had no good explanation besides that my friend told me to. And my mom was just like, don't go over there, you're not allowed to, you know this, and you know, so I got really scared and I was really mad at my imaginary friend. I remember that I introduced my mom to her, and I was really annoyed at the fact that my mom kept going like, hi, nice to meet you, hi, you know, kind of like blowing me off. Like I'm like looking at my friend, my imaginary friend, and I'm just like, she's so rude. My mom was just thinking I had this imaginary friend, but when I was a kid, I remember her telling me things to do, and I would just get in so much trouble because of her. I was a really rebellious kid when I was little. I was really independent since I was little. I liked doing my own thing. I hung out with myself. I ended up doing a lot of things that a lot of kids didn't do when it came from being as a little girl would do, you know? So I remember her telling me what to do, and I would play with her and play with her. You know what? This is like, okay, since I was a kid, I would say that I would see a lot of things. I hear a lot of things. Something has always been happening since I was a kid. And now that I'm thinking about it and telling you guys this story, like it just hit me. Like this is legit something that just hit me. I wonder if all the things that have been happening to me is just her, my friend, when I was little. And just kind of getting my attention back towards her. You know? I don't know. I just kind of like scared myself because since I was a kid, I would always see things. You know, I remember her playing with me and making me do these weird things and getting in trouble because of her and introducing her to people. And as I got older, like I stopped seeing her. But the things moving, the things happening to me it still happens. Things that would happen to me as a kid, like paranormal, it's still happening to me to this day. Now, I wonder if it's just her. Oh my goodness, if I could remember her name, I will insert it here because to this day I don't think I remember her name. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's that's just something freaky that just happened to me, you know? I don't know. I mean, it can explain a lot of the... Guys. That scared the fuck out of me. Well, anyways, that's just something that hit me right now, and I don't know if you guys could... I don't know if you guys heard that, but hopefully you could, and you can hear the things that still happen to me. Okay guys, so I will be posting again for Spooky Sunday, and hopefully it's a little bit more entertaining than this one about my like crazy just mind-blown face. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. If you guys like this video, please give me a huge thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It means so much to me every time I see that somebody subscribed to my channel. You guys all mean so much to me, and I cannot wait to make this channel just grow. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.